All right, guys, what's going on? It's morning time here in Canada land, and I'm going across the pond with Mr. Peter Hall. How the hell you doing, sir?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Great, doing well. Look at this. I'm just gonna look at all your guitars for a second now. That's awesome. So,
It's
Peter
fun to see.
Hall, which is your favorite one out of that stack? Which is your favorite?
Um, Probably trying to point that one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah, it's my Gibson 335, but also this one too.
Your acoustic.
Another Gibson. Yeah,
Your,
yeah, they're my favorites. They're my go-to guitars.
those are your go-to guitars. Awesome. So I was first introduced to you by Wally, of course, at the Beautiful Music record label,
Yeah,
and he sent me this album right here. I tell you, this is a hell of an album, my friend. Was this just you, or did you have other guys on it with you?
yeah, that's just me.
That's
Uh,
just
yeah, yeah.
wow,
It's
beautiful.
yeah. It's just kind of a nice way to spend the time, really.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is. It's just kind of something to escape to, really.
Something to do. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
It's real good though. Like I love. I think "Hold Me" is my favorite one on there. I love that song.
It's funny because that's my favorite too, and that's why I put it on first. And I thought that would be the one that most people really liked out of of the others. But it's quite a mix. It's quite interesting coming back, and I mean, there's four songs on there and a cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, people come up with different ones that they like, which I found really interesting. I thought I'd chosen the wrong one to start with.
It's the
Because
wrong
it
one if
wasn't one that
nobody
got the
liked it.
initial
Yeah.
response. Yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love the title too. There's something wrong with everyone. That's great.
yeah,
So
there
what
is,
what
isn't there?
what do you think? What do you think is something that's wrong with everyone?
Well, it's all different things, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to think that um, people got sorted out once they got older. They got wiser and they calmed down and everything was just became easier. And it's not true, is it?
It's not true.
As you kind of see people and they seem really together and things, but they're not.
They're
There's,
not.
there's no, there's something that makes things hard.
There's
You know?
something wrong.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, and I was once I realised that I felt much better about myself. it's, it's not just me then.
It's not just you. Yeah. You're not alone. Yeah. That's great.
Uh,
So do you have anything else? Anything else in the works that you're thinking about doing? Or you're working on right now?
yeah, I've been working on stuff the last few months. Early lockdown, it was really hard. I found it really hard to do anything
Hmm.
creative anyway. But I kind of found a road through it, and yeah, I've probably got 8 or 9 songs probably
Oh
done over the
wow.
last few months. So
Yes.
fingers crossed, there should be an album coming out next year. I hope early next year. So I need a couple
Yes.
more, but I'm
Couple
working
more.
on it. It's yeah, it's all right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I guess when did you get your start making music? Because you've got a hell of a guitar collection there. You're a fantastic player. How long you got
Mm.
under your belt?
I started playing in bands probably when I was about 17,
Okay.
um, and I kind of like I'd say the band that took up the most time and the most number of years was a band called Savoy,
Okay.
and we were uh, we were kind of an indie guitar band, as you can probably guess, um, right through the 90s really, and that was it. And then hugely unsuccessful. It was astounding how unsuccessful we actually were. Uh, but we had a good time, and um, Yeah, we did that, and then we just got to the point where kind of we grew tired of it, and I haven't played in bands properly since, really. It's just kind of been something that I've done on my own, and played with a few people every now and then, but I've not really done the whole band thing.
That's
Um,
cool.
but who knows? I'm getting back into it. It's the idea of doing it and presenting these songs in a live way, whenever that might be. Um, it sounds appealing now. I'm really pleased with what I'm doing, and it'd be nice to get it out there in terms of, like, in front of people face to face.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's take it right to
Yeah,
it.
so
Absolutely.
yeah, so I hope so. So the last, I don't know how many years, it's just been me just playing on my own and putting out stuff, and that mostly no one really notices. It's great, but that's kind of I'm kind of okay with that as
You're
well.
okay with it.
Part of me thinks I'd like more people, but it's kind of, I like the process. I like to just make it,
Yeah,
and that's often enough for me, really.
you like to, but
But it's
so you're
nice when
not.
people come in, like, go on, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, so you like to just do it and kind of just, this is what I do. Just leave me the hell alone. Oh yeah, by the way, I have this, so or whatever. Right? It's like, this is
Yeah,
a really good piece of work here, buddy. Like you should be. I'd be throwing this out at people. This is awesome.
yeah, I'm not very good at that.
No,
Um,
that's too bad.
yeah, I'm not very good. It's a whole different job, isn't it?
Yeah,
Doing that
yeah,
motion thing.
yeah.
Um, I'm not very good at the social media aspect and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I can do it, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have the will to
Yeah.
do that, I think.
Your
But it's nice
time.
when other people do it, and
Yeah,
it's funny as well. I've met so many great people over the last year who are fantastic at it and have been really supportive, and
that's great. So,
done the job for me. Really, it's really nice.
yeah, that's true. So, how did you meet Wally?
Um, I sent him a message. I'd finished the CP, and I was releasing it digitally, just on myself, just so it could be on Bandcamp and streaming. And I have a friend called Stephen Morn who has a band at the moment called The Memory Fades, and I've known quite a bit, like, on and off. It's been like a music contact and been really helpful. And I said, I don't know what to do with it, and he says, well, here's a load of people, send them a message. And one of them was Wally, and he says he's really helpful, and just send him it, and you know he might like it, and if he does, he'll help you if you can, I think. So that was it. So, friend of a friend, really. Um, I've, I've never met anyone quite like him, really. And he's absolutely driven by enjoying music and wanting to share it.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing. There's no other incentive, I don't think. Certainly not money,
No.
because he just doesn't seem interested in that. He just makes things and gives them away, and I love that.
I do too. Yeah, that's I respect the hell out of that more than anybody with huge money they're just trying to throw at people and everything like that. I'd rather do something for the love, and he's got nothing but love for everybody, everybody on his bill, on his
Yeah,
roster. It's crazy. I talked to him a couple nights ago. I was just blown away at how generous he is, and I like some of the stories he would tell about. One joke he had was in his contract that if you get a better offer, you have to take it.
yeah, but, yeah, and I'm sure that's happened, but it wouldn't feel good doing that, I don't think, because his heart's in the right, absolutely in the right place. Yeah, top bloke. Really pleased to have met him.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's more important because the money can come and go all you like with the record guys, but if you have someone who really believes in what they're doing, and the passion that Wally has, you're not gonna find that as
No.
often. There's maybe a handful of labels like that. The rest are all about their bottom line and, you know, making sure they get their pile of money and everything. But if you got a couple driven guys that love what you're doing and are genuine good people, I would stick with guys like that, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I don't think there's much money in it anyway.
No, there's not.
You know, there's not, is it? So just enjoy it. That's kind of, otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, there's the point. And it sure seems like you enjoy it, man. That's awesome. I just noticed your electronic drum kit back there. That's the shit.
Yeah, that was a lockdown purchase.
Good. You know, you got to have those. It's a good lockdown purchase.
It is, yeah, absolutely. I just thought I'm going to do this. I'm going to practice and practice and practice and be awesome. I haven't really done that.
But they look so good. Yeah, and they work.
Look so good. But I do use it. Yeah. But I can, you know, you don't have to play beautifully now, do you?
No.
You can play badly and then tweak it. And
yeah, you can just click.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's some tricks you can sound like you know what you're doing, and that's fake it till you make it, right?
That's right. This is the aim, isn't it? This is it. You sound like you know what you're doing.
Now, try and get you to do it live. That might be different.
Well, this is where you need friends, isn't it?
That's right. At least a drummer. So how has lockdown been for you? I mean, you got a drum kit, so that's pretty good. But, you know,
yeah, that was a good thing. How's it been? It's just been weird. Yeah. You're saying this is like the longest I've ever stayed in one place.
Yeah,
and that's kind of gets you down, doesn't it? It's been alright. I found it really hard at first, because everything just slowed down and everything changed, and it took a while to get your bearings, I think, really. And as I say, I couldn't do music at all. It just wasn't coming. But yeah, it's all right. It's that phrase that being on the Corona coaster, isn't it? Sometimes it's
Corona coaster.
Yeah,
I like that.
And other times you're thinking, "Man, this is rubbish." You know, I'm sick of this. Well, and for how long more? We don't know, do we?
No. Well, you guys just rolled out your vaccine yesterday, right?
We did, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
It's a good thing, but it's kind of like, oof, I don't know, man. That's quick. That's real quick.
Well, testing it on the old people first, don't they? So
yeah,
we're all right for a while.
Yeah. They say, you know, we gotta protect the elderly, so they're first to go with the vaccine.
Yeah, come on in, folks. Come on, take a seat.
It's fine. You'll be fine. We whipped this up in 5 months. It's all good. The polio vaccine took years. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm against vaccines, but
yeah, I'm not worried about it though.
Yeah. You're okay. You're okay as long as you just.
No, I'm not either. As soon as they say you can have it, I'm on it.
Yeah, I'll go for it too.
I'll get back to normal.
Yeah,
it's been difficult. We did get away though. We managed to get to Spain in July, which was awesome.
Yeah,
brilliant. But yeah, other than that,
that's great. Fuck, that's fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
I imagine Spain's just the most beautiful place in the world.
Yeah, but it's been okay. But we've had more time to, watched a lot of Netflix.
You've watched everything there is to see on Netflix. What have you been watching on Netflix?
Finish Netflix. Yeah.
You have to start it over again.
Yeah.
I love Netflix. It's so good.
But it's been tough, but we've got by, and we'll keep doing it, and it'll disappear in the end, won't it?
Yeah. No, I'll be back to normal.
See if things change.
Hopefully things will change.
Oh yeah. So how's it been over there? Is it like in Canada? Has it been?
It's
Yeah,
been
it's just different.
it's getting, I'd say it's getting pretty crazy over here. There's a couple. So I'm right in the middle of the country. I'm in Saskatchewan, so there's two places. Well, everywhere else beside me is going crazy, but now we're starting to be pretty wild too with cases and restrictions and things like that.
Yeah.
At least, well, not here, because our guy's an idiot and he should be doing a lot more than he is, but he's not doing fuck all, which is stupid. But
Yeah, we got one of those.
yeah, I think everybody does, right? But I heard in the province over like 6 hours from us, they basically canceled Christmas. You can't have anybody in your house beside who lives in your house. Um, at all the stores, they've like blocked off all the aisles that aren't essential items to like not to have people like not loitering, because people go and hang out at stores for like clothes or electronics and shit like that. But they're like, no, you go, you get your fruit, and you piss off. And they even like blocked off the like. I heard they took like turkeys out of the stores so that people won't buy a turkey for Christmas to like discourage family gatherings and stuff.
Wow.
And then of course, it's like if it's getting to that point, like my thought is that they've been trying to get people to fall in line and just fucking do it themselves for so long, and nobody will. So now it's come to this, and now it's oppression, and now it's a conspiracy, and now they're taking their freedoms in their mind, right? It's like, well, no, asshole. They told you a long time ago, this is how it should be. This is how it's going to work. And if you don't do it, we're going to do this and this and this, and they're doing that. It's like, so
Yeah.
you're going to be pissed off at someone, be pissed off at yourself.
And I've never seen so many conspiracy theories or conspiracy theorists in my life. You can't move for them. It's just weird.
It's insane.
Paranoid.
Yeah, and there's so many doctors on Facebook.
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, they're paranoid about everything and getting tracked and everything, aren't they? On Facebook. So
Just laugh at that.
Strange.
I laugh. These guys are just completely bananas, dude. They're like, fuck yeah, exactly. I'm not getting a chip put into my body with this vaccine and this. And it's like, do you really think that they would do all this just for, I don't know. They already have a chip in your fucking phone, so you're good to go, buddy. Like, no worry there.
We're pretty compliant anyway, aren't we? I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
In other ways, there's no need. But I'm looking forward to going to gigs again. I just want to go. I just want to go and see a band, and the number of gigs that I've had in the calendar that were cancelled. They keep getting cancelled.
Yeah, they keep getting
canceled. Hopefully, there'll be a point where you can go to a gig a night, because everybody's going to be trying to
make up for lost time. Yeah. What was the
time? 12, 18 months, whatever it is.
Jesus Christ. What was the last gig you saw?
Hello, you there?
Hello, I'm here. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What was the last concert you saw? Do you remember?
Elvis Costello.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a last show.
Yeah, it was all right.
Huh.
Yeah, it was good. And we were supposed to see The Who the week after.
And then everything shut down.
Yeah, that was pulled. That was off. We've still got tickets for most of them. So we'll see how it goes.
See what happens.
Festivals next year. Yeah. Do you? How is where you live for gigs? Is it a good place to see?
For the most part, but I think it'll be better now, because bands will just be looking for anywhere to play, and we'd probably take them. But before that, we'd get the odd big guys that would come through, but a lot of times they just skip over because it's like 8 hours between provinces up here. So if you're touring through, you're not going to go to the little market. You're going to just drive past to go to the big place, right? So
yeah.
we had a few good gigs. Like my last one, I used to work at a bar doing security for shows and stuff like that. So I've seen fucking everything. But my last one I saw was Soulfly. It was the last one, metal band.
All right, cool.
It was awesome. I love Soulfly, so that was cool. But that was before everything shut down. I think it would have been February or early March when they were here. I think probably end of February they were in. But then after that, everything was just so. But if that had to be my last one, then that's a good one. They're awesome. So.
Well, hopefully not the last ever.
Hopefully not the last ever. Yeah.
And we'll be back.
We'll get back.
We'll get back. We have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It'll be all right.
I hope there's a big musical like renaissance, and all these people that now miss live music actually go out to shows, especially local shows, instead of just waiting for the big guys to show up. It's like you think they'd be a little bit desperate now, right? Be looking for any sort of live music and get out there and support someone, because I tell you, I have found so many great independent artists doing this that it's absolutely staggering how much talent is out there, yourself included, of course, but any sort of, I don't know, I don't think there's anything good really in the mainstream anymore. Compared to what I've heard, all the talent is underground, so to speak, I think, but
yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is left to its own devices for longer, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than someone picking out an artist and then they get changed.
Yeah.
I think maybe a lot of bands have more time to find their own feet and find their own style, and
right.
Influenced by people who don't make music.
Yeah. Yes. That's fuck. Yeah, like that dummy that runs Spotify saying, if you're not putting music out every 2 months, then fuck you. It's like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys can't, like, nobody understands that artists are a whole other animal. You can't just sit there like all these people think, oh, it's COVID time, like you guys should be just pumping stuff out. It's like, yeah, but think about this thing up here. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to just do shit on demand and think you have all this time to do stuff if you're not, everybody's having a hard time. So sorry that these artists aren't being super productive to your liking. Like, give them a fucking break.
Yeah, pay for the streams. That would be good.
Yeah, pay for the streams.
Yeah, but you're right. There is so much talent out there, and I hope people do go to more gigs.
Yeah.
I hope we don't go back to how we were.
Dismal.
Different priorities, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity to change, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not wasted.
But no, it's not. No, it probably.
It probably will be.
And my ambitions are quite small in terms of like how to get back to normal. I'm just looking forward to going to the pub.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's start there.
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, you guys had that crazy thing. It was like you can go to the pub, but you can't meet anybody at the pub, but you can go to the pub. But you can't meet a friend at the pub.
People that you live with.
Right, people that you live with.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but if your buddy just happens to be there, like, oh, darn, fancy meeting you.
Then that's okay.
Then that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there seemed to be a rule where you could meet people, but the deciding factor seemed to be if there was a chip and pin or a card machine there, that made it okay. So you couldn't see your mum.
Yeah.
Unless there was a card reader present. Which, I don't know. I don't know. Run by, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense to me either. I don't know. That's the whole thing. It's just wild. You could ask 10 different people the restrictions are, you'd get 100 different answers, right? It's just, that's nuts.
Yeah. What I have quite enjoyed is how artists initially it was kind of like shell shock, wasn't it? Oh my God, what are we going to do? And then a lot of them took to social media and started doing shows online and things like that. And you kind of saw like a different aspect of what they did, kind of people doing kitchen gigs and stuff like that. And I love that. That's kind of nothing fancy, not, just enjoy it at your own pace and stuff. And that was really good because it's quite hard to do and do well, I think. It's kind of a vulnerable position. You haven't got loads of technology to support you, and you haven't got all the people around to check that everything's okay. And it's just often just, someone with a guitar or a piano and doing it. And that's been brilliant. I've loved seeing that.
Yeah, and it also, yeah, for sure. It's a really stripped down, organic experience. Because these guys, most of the time they have their huge budgets, and like you said, they don't have somebody making sure they're all good and looks good and sounds good. It's just, here you go. I like that too. And it really brought people closer together from a social media standpoint, because all these artists are like doing different things to keep in contact with their fans. Like I know Max from Soulfly did this thing called Max Tracks, where he'd go on Facebook and show you how to play his songs, which I thought was friggin' cool. He'd just sit there in his living room with his guitar, like, this song is called whatever. All right, then you just do this. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
That is cool. Yeah.
You're not gonna get that any other time.
Really good.
That's good.
No, but maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe that becomes an expectation. I don't know. Maybe the roles changed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just comes down to whether people enjoy doing it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Well, I enjoy what you're doing. Like I said, this album, Something's Wrong with Everyone, is fantastic from the get-go. I've been playing it on SLE Radio. It's good. I've got a special plan for the Beautiful Music record label, and you're going to be all over it. And yeah, man,
Cool.
it was a pleasure to meet you, Peter. I'm glad we did this story about rescheduling last week, but we got her in today. So,
well, I hope everything's okay, and no problem at all. Thanks for having me on. It's really good. And thanks for songs.
Yeah, I love it. You let me keep me in the loop with the new stuff too, and I'll have you back when you pop up your new album for sure. And just to chat.
Excellent.
I'm always down for emailing, so whatever. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. You take care of yourself. I'll have this up for you.
Cheers. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Peter. You take care of yourself over there, buddy.
Cheers, then.
Later.
Thank you. Bye now.